During the initial phase of the COVID-19 lockdown, artist Norton said she was inspired to create her own historical narrative about Trinidad and Tobago.
So I decided I'll call it false narratives to be safe, not to mislead anyone. And then I went about quietly producing the work during the period of lockdown and in those quiet weeks. Patiently trying to reconfigure what life was like in and around the savannah.
Looking at the heritage buildings, Ms. Norton began to reflect on what life was like in TNT even as far back as 1904. Through research, she found an article written by historian Dr. Bridget Brereton, which allowed her to use photography and other imagery to create her own narrative history.
The work is layered. The work, one might say, is composite photography, narrative photography. And what I was trying to do is, yes, to create dimensions in the work. And I do that in many ways, by putting filters on it, by adding certain types of textures that would give a three-dimensional feel, like crumpled paper.
She said she wanted her work to feel like an old storybook, a view shared by fellow artist Jonathan Creese.
A lot of my work stems from two fields. One is from my creative process and another one is from looking back at the past. So I look at the photographic past, so photos from around the 1890s there, and I try to look at them and take them and reproduce them as prints to bring the past to the present in a way, as well as to pay respect to these photographers who went and captured our history back in the day.
Both artists agree that exhibitions such as these can help to keep TNT's culture alive. Kimberly Souza, TTT News.